Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing Flashpoint issue 4, so very close to the end for this big story arc for DC. Let's talk about the cover first. Of course, I love like the plastic kind of cover for this, so it's not papery. It's pretty cool, and I like that for this big story arc main series thing going on for Flashpoint. And I like that for their covers. It's glossy and everything. See, I don't know if you can see it by the light, but you can see it's glossy. I like the concept for the cover. I didn't know where I was going in this issue until the end, which it happens a lot in this series. Like you really don't find the connection of the cover until you really read that last page. Remember the Superman Project issue. I think it was last issue. Issue 3, they had a good concept for the cover, but I didn't know where it was going until the end. You find out, oh, Superman Project. That's what the cover really meant. So in this, you find out what the cover really means in the end of the issue, and the art was pretty good. Art is always good for this story arc because it's the main story arc, so main series for the story arc. So you have to have really good art because you know a lot of people are going to be picking it up. All right, so let's jump into the story. Now, the whole Shazam team is, like a foster home, kinda, or adoptive family home, or whatever. And they're just saying, oh, look what's happening in the world. What should we do about it? Now, Flash and Cyborg and Batman have to get a team to fight Wonder Woman and Aquaman. And in the end, they get Shazam, and they go to get Wonder Woman and Aquaman and try to stop the war. That way, maybe Flash could go back to the real world of DC that we know. And then in the end, Reverse Flash comes. So we know there's going to be a big battle between Flash and Reverse Flash. And that's what happens in this issue. So let's talk about the good and the bad and the art. The good about this issue, I like the cliffhangers or Reverse Flash. Like I said, you know there's going to be a big battle with that. Also, it's the beginning of the end, and you know this is the beginning of the big battle we've been waiting for Flashpoint. You know the next issue is going to be a lot about the September reboot and what's going to happen with it. So I'm just excited to see how the September reboot's going to happen because of this. So I think next issue, it's really building up to the next issue, and I really like that. Also, the art was really, really good. Like I said, for the cover, you had that really, really good art for the main series of this story arc because so many people are going to be picking up, and I'm glad they had really good art in this. Also, I seen this Shazam kids. Also, they were pretty cool. In the beginning, I thought they were going to be like, oh, they're just going to be sitting in this living room the whole time. But I'm glad we got some action out of them in the end. And I'm excited to see for the next issue. Really did build up to get me excited for this next issue. Because this issue was more of a build-up, I thought. Not a lot happened, but it was just a lot of this build-up. Also, there was one shocking thing. Billy died in this, so that was shocking, but not that shocking because, you know, this is kind of the bad part also. Because you kind of know that it doesn't really matter. It's one issue left in Flashpoint, so it doesn't matter if Billy dies. He's got to come back maybe. Who knows what's going to happen because, like I said, we don't know what's going to happen in that last issue. But pretty much he's going to come back, so who cares if he died in this issue. So it wasn't as impactful as it should have been. But that was one of the bad parts in this issue. Also, the beginning was a little slow, I thought. But getting the team and all that towards the end, that was really cool. And like I said, this issue is more of a built-up issue. I give this issue 3.5. Like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best issue I've read for Flashpoint. There's a lot of better issues, I think, for Flashpoint. It's not I don't know if I would say this is the worst issue. Maybe it was, but there hasn't really been that many bad Flashpoint issues. But like I said, there's just not a lot happened in this issue, and it was a little bit more of a build-up issue than anything. And I think it's really going to build up well for the last issue. So 3.5, I think you should pick it up. There's some good stuff in here, good art, building up a good team and like I said, to get you excited for the last issue, this is a good issue to pick up. So 3.5, I say, pick it up in my opinion. Even though it's not the best Flashpoint issue, you might want to pick this up. So this was Comic Uno. Hope you enjoyed.